Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'll be looking at Space Ghost issue 7. Okay, so this is Space Ghost issue 7. One thing Space Ghost always got, decent artwork inside and excellent covers. So another excellent cover. Doesn't have much relevance to the actual story, but doesn't matter. So turns out Jace wakes up after being conscious, and the ship has crashed, and Beep is there basically talking. And it's like, okay, right, and then we cut to Space Ghost, and it would appear that this chap here is the creature king, and he's in charge, and he has control of all the creatures that are on the planet. But he also has it that he has managed to reduce down the intelligence of the humans to animal-like intelligence, where they're kind of moving on instincts rather than actual kind of reason. So my original thought was like, oh, well, we're kind of seeing this from beeps points. We're actually seeing what all the beeps are in English. Actually, turns out he can actually talk now because his intelligence has been boosted. So I originally thought this storyline, when I saw the preview for it, I thought, oh, okay, this is going to be silly. It's going to be some kind of, gag thing where Beep knocks something over and, rescues them. No, Beep has actually got an active part in this one, being heroic and explained to Jace exactly what's going on. He knows, he's figured it out. Jace is there to kind of, uh, Beep's there to kind of like point Jace in the right direction, um, and kind of show him how to actually overcome these bad guys. Meanwhile, Space Ghost and Jane, I can't remember, again, I forgot her name. Space Ghost and Lass are there to basically fight the big bad guys. Um, so off they go. They infiltrate the lair while Space Ghost is fighting the big orangutan, and they manage to knock out the Creature King after some fighting, and basically his intelligence beam kind of backfires and burns his brains out. So he's kind of like a blip, beep. Anyway, say can't I can't remember names. And everyone's intelligence returns back to normal. So he's now animal based. He's got human back intelligence, and Blip is back to his same kind of monkey intelligence. And it's like the gag is like, oh, we probably owe Blip more than we kind of realise, because obviously they can't talk to him anymore, and he's kind of got the memories of when he's brought up with the kids. Um, so yeah, all in all, not a bad story. What I would have done though is this should have been before last issue. Last issue we saw Jace have his kind of crisis kind of resolved about joining up the group, and it seems to be that he decides that he can help out. He's kind of come to terms with killing the alien chap, and that's kind of where where it ended. But if we'd have had this issue before last issue, they could have all been travelling to whatever planet they were going to. This could have crashed. Jace could have been separated, but he wasn't actually kind of actively part of the heroic group, as it were. Blip saved him, pushes him on. He realizes that he can do something and actually help people. Blip still gets his reward, kind of thing, of being clever and all this kind of stuff. And then they could have gone through. Okay, the next issue could have been that last one, and then at the end of that issue, it's kind of like, is there 2 issues worth of like, okay, actually, I actually can contribute to this group. It's actually worth doing. But with the last issue one where it's like, oh, I'm quitting, and then within the space of an issue, he's back. I just think putting this between the two would have made it kind of like just make it a bit more interesting, and the idea that Jace is actually realizing he can help. But all in all, it's not a bad story. It's just I would have done differently in positioning. That's all. Um, so yes, so this has been a good one. Again, Space Ghost is I like Space Ghost as a character. Um, the book itself is one of the ones where it's kind of it's middling to good. It's not always has it been spectacularly brilliant, but it's been decent enough to kind of keep on. And again, it's one of these books that I was considering dropping, possibly, either the end of this year, early next year, if it didn't pick up. This issue kind of made me think, okay, maybe I'll keep it for a little lot longer. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, all in all, issue 7, another decent solid issue. I like again, the artwork's good. The Creature King guy, really nice design. Um, but yeah, good stuff. Anyway, Right, okay, well, that's enough rambling for now. So thanks very much, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye-bye.